Second to last, we could do the from James Gunn.
We are live. Yes, we are live. We are live. Welcome to the Watchtower. You know, when the Watchtower comes on, that means it's the beginning of the week, actually, because Sunday is the first. Yeah, buddy. Shout out to Parker, who's in here. Briardios, who's here. My man Juan is in here. A little light right now, but we'll pick up as we do, because that's what we do. So anyway, welcome to those who are here. Briardios, always here, first one here all the time. You know what I'm saying? Consistent. Can count on it, brother. That's what I'm talking about. We need more subs like Briardios, my man. So anyway, we all know how we get down on the Watchtower. Get our stuff going here. We have our box office. And it's going to be a surprise because I haven't seen the weekend box office. And let's see what we got here for the weekend box office. Let's see. Who is the weekend box office? Where is Batman? Where is Loki?
Well, I think it's because we started early.
I mean, we kind of told everybody we were going to do that. Right. That's what I thought. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a fight going on right now between Barbie and Gran Turismo as who's going to be the number one for the that's
I mean that's a good deal for like Sony movie pictures and stuff. You know they got the Spider Man, but like for Gran Turismo, I guess it's showing some type of traction, right?
well, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean,
I said it's showing some traction. I just said
well,
some traction.
well, here's what I would say to that. You know, you have a movie that's been out for about what, almost 2 months, and this number one again. I mean, is it Barbie's staying power? Is it the box office being bad, or is it just Gran Turismo being a new entry? Because it knocked down the Blue Beetle. You know, the Blue Beetle got knocked down.
I know, but like with the remember these was all new entries though. Gran Turismo, all of them. I think Barbie, far as movie wise, might resonate more. You see what I'm saying? Whatever. It's a popular toy product.
Well,
Popular toy product,
there's two most popular because Gran Turismo is the number one selling game ever in PlayStation history. That series, they sold more Gran Turismo games than God of War or whatever. So
But we talk about the toy Barbie. The toy Barbie has been a high iconic toy doll. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, I guess you can say that, but
it
was a light box office though.
Yeah.
Light box office. Yeah. We can put here on the screen here if you guys want to take a look. If you look at just the Sunday's results, if you look at Sunday, Barbie did 7 million on Sunday, Blue Beetle did 6 million, and Gran Turismo did 4 million.
I think those decent numbers for
and if
Gran Turismo.
Now, excuse me, a little sick. Now this can flip. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's $200,000. It looks like the difference is 7.3 million versus 17.1 million. Again, let's not forget that the weekend box office on Sunday are estimates. They're not hardcore results. So that they're never solid.
I don't know where
they do the tally on Monday, but the Sunday numbers.
Overall, I think Barbie's over 500 million, and I think Blue Beetle might be at 60 million. I'm not sure what.
Let's see. Overall, because Gran Turismo came out earlier in the overseas.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go with Gran Turismo to the date as. That's only showing domestic. Let's see what it's done. Let's see. Oh, here it is here. So it did 36 million internationally. I mean, let's be fair here. I mean, that Gran Turismo,
No, okay, look at the worldwide though. See, it's right at the bottom.
yeah,
Worldwide, that's
I,
53,
yeah. So
800.
it did
It's not
36
bad.
million
Yeah,
international.
okay, it's
I
getting
mean,
there. I don't know the budget though of the whatever. So that's really the telling point. What's the budget? That's how you tell how well you're doing and how bad you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Going by the budget, and then you can make a thing. So go to like
the Gran Turismo budget was only $60 million, so they're good.
they get close to that number, so that's not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad at all. And
And then probably when you look at on maybe they can recoup some of the stuff on DVD sales, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, whatever, you know.
well, you got to remember that particular kind of racing is not popular in the States. That's some European type stuff there. So,
Yeah.
I don't expect it to make $100 million here in the States. You know,
Okay, so go to Blue Beetle because can you find out what the Blue Beetle budget was?
absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't know. But
But
go, I'm gonna
before I get into Blue
go.
Beetle, I wanted to see what Barbie's budget was.
Oh yeah, go to Barbie. Yeah, I don't know Barbie, but
Her
yeah,
budget was $145 million. So
she did 500 million. Go ahead. Where you seeing this? I'm seeing this.
right here, she's
Oh, hold on. Let me just
right here. I got it on here now. Barbie was $145 million.
Okay.
And box office 1.340 million.
Oh, for 122, 140. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. So we go to Blue Beetle. Yeah, they made their money. Warner Brothers got it. They did good with that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's safe to say that Barbie is getting a sequel.
That's a success. Right. What if okay.
All right, so Blue Beetle only costs $104 million to make.
Hold up. Let me see that, Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was only 104 million.
Yep.
Oh, the box office. Oh, so it's at 81.8 million now. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, they get closer to it though. But like I said, they can still recoup that stuff with Blu-ray.
Now here's what I think. I think Blue Beetle will get an appearance in the new DC film, but I don't think he'll get another movie. I doubt it because
I think he can.
I think in order for him to have gotten another movie, it would have had to make $300 million at the box office.
Listen, like if the budget's 104, he's at
but you got to do 3 times to consider profitable. So unless he does 312 million, it's not going to be considered a profitable success, and probably not put a sequel. That's the math that everybody has done. Movie studios, producers have always done that particular math. If it does 3 times the budget, it's profitable. Because remember, the three, what you're looking for is here. Because remember, you got your advertising, you get marketing, you got to pay your actors, and then everybody gets royalties. So that's why they say 3 times.
I think with Gunn coming up. Okay, I'll wait we're going to talk about James Gunn. Can they save the DC? That's where it is.
Yeah, we might as well segue into that.
Here's the thing that what people understand is this though, right? Let me bring it up.
Yeah.
Not only James Gunn, but the other guys. Remember when making the stuff connected, like the MCU, that phase, right? So it gave you an incentive to go and watch the other movies. Not only that, it will sort of build up the characters. The boom, okay. Look at Black Panther, for instance, though, right? Using the Captain America, right? And stuff like that. And boom, he had his movie and stuff like that. So now people got an idea of this character, then boom,
yeah,
he had his movie. So with James Gunn, but where we already know for Superman Legacy, Hawkgirl's gonna be in there, right? Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, which I believe Gunn said Guy Gardner is gonna be in that show Lanterns, though. See what I'm saying?
Well, that's good. Well, so you're gonna have a lot of character development, coming in here.
He's gonna I believe he's gonna do that. So like Superman Legacy. However, the Supergirl plays out, I think it'll be like decent. Maybe down the line we get Authority like a movie, I believe. So whatever movie's supposed to some other
now Radio said he said Star Bill. Well, look, he's bringing in gaming, but hey, look, he's pretty much our only guest here. So he says Starfield budget was only 200 million, 500 people on it. Deadpool was the best budget, Well, best budget. Yeah, yeah. So what did Deadpool? Let's see what. Let's take a look at that. He brings up a good point. So Deadpool. Which one, Briarios?
I mean,
Talking
Deadpool
about
budget wasn't really high. But for an R-rated movie, that was really good. Also, no another R-rated movie from
Oh,
DC.
so he's right because the first Deadpool only cost $58 million to make, and it made $782 million.
Let's go to a Joker movie though. That was an R-rated movie.
Oh,
though, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the Joker I think made the most money as for profit wise, I believe, because
the R-rated.
The budget on Joker, check it this, was 55 to 70 million, but it made 1.074 billion with a B.
Yeah. Okay, so that was good. So it was
Joker is probably the most profitable superhero movie if you think about it.
I would say this: it didn't have a feel as a comic book adaptation movie, though. See what I'm saying? If you really look at it,
but that's where he came from, so that's what they're gonna use as.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying when you look at the movie, even the Dark Knight, it didn't have a feel as a comic book adaptation movie. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Briadios, you are absolutely right. That movie made listen, the new Deadpool movie can come out and fall flat on its face, but they made enough money off of the first one to be able to take a haircut on the next like 3 Deadpool movies. So that was pretty good. And speaking of box office, then this is why everybody killed the Snyderverse, because you got a movie like Justice League, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the reason why they kill it is because the budget, because they could say that
it was a decent movie.
I didn't think it was bad at all.
Yeah,
but the problem is
maybe to the comic people, the comic book hardcore fans, maybe.
But here's where the Justice League gets in trouble with all the reshoots and stuff that they had to do. The movie cost $300 million, right? It's a lot of money. And it only made $657.9 million.
I mean, it didn't flop technically.
That's a flop. That needs to make $1 billion because it said $300 million.
I mean, but if you really look at, even though it was at $300 million, but they didn't take a loss on the movie though. So
they didn't make it. Well, they didn't take a loss technically, but nobody made any money either.
But I'm saying if the budget was $300 million,
yeah, but when you're using their top IPs in something, Parker, you expect to get profitability. That's the problem.
I know, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily was a flop technically. You know what I'm saying?
So Loki is here for. I didn't even see you in here.
Yeah, I'm just in the background, man. I'm just listening.
I thought I heard some capping. This guy here, protecting Vaughn, the most negative man in the world here, by the way.
Yeah. I can have a negative wolf. Y'all up there.
Like, I don't understand. Now, listen, I don't understand why people in this world are so negative. Like, if something comes out, just, bro, let it breathe before we kill it.
What, Starfield?
We were talking.
Not that Discord, bro.
Yeah, but bro, there's not a putt. Man, everybody in there, I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. Stuff like that. Like, if I was that name, my father would have punched me in the mouth, and he's probably in the chat. Hell, there's only 5 people in there. He's probably one of them. He'd punch me in the mouth if I was like negative like that. Like, you can't, bro. In life, if you want to be miserable like that, bro, just go by yourself somewhere. Like, goddamn. I think, we always have to look at the outlook of something being better before saying that it's trash. We've been let down.
Take the wait and see approach.
Absolutely, because that's what we have to do with James Gunn here. Is we gotta take the wait and see approach. James Gunn proved that he can take D and C characters, or C and D if you want to be alphabetically correct.
I mean,
C and D character, and he made him interesting. I mean, you saw what he did with Peacemaker. He made the freaking Rocket Raccoon a funny thing.
Here's the thing: you have to realize this though. James Gunn has experience doing comic book adaptation movies.
He does, but he's not. Yeah, but Parker. But hold on a second. Here's where you're gonna get pushback from me. He does have experience in making 3 good comic book movies, and Brightburn. If you really want to go with 4th one, you can say that was pretty good. But
Peacemaker was good. He written that too.
But let's not forget. Well, hold on. The Suicide Squad was a thing. Now that wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible.
Let's go to it though. I want to know what was his budget and how much did it make.
Remember that didn't even go to the theater. I think that came straight to Max.
Oh, so that was on subscription, so we can't really necessarily judge that.
Well,
But
you can see how much it costs. I mean, you can absolutely. All right, so let's go. So Suicide
It was better
Squad.
than the other Suicide Squad movie, though. I can tell you that.
I don't know. Well, you know what? You know why I would say you want to wait on that. Here's what I would say about that too, Loki. There is a version of the Suicide Squad movie, much like the Snyder cut, where the WB higher ups cut the movie up. Think about it. You only saw the Joker on the camera for like 12 minutes. He has over 45 minutes of scenes that they just took out of the movie because they didn't feel as though that the audience would like that. And everybody has been saying, "Yo, can we get the real cut of the Suicide Squad film?" And I think
okay, I'm just waiting for you to pull that up.
yeah, I want to see let's see, Suicide Squad. How much it costs.
Like I said, the scene, the Peacemaker was good. He written that, so you can add that to his other catalog right there. You know what I'm saying? You talk about a wrestler.
Right. Okay, so well, actually, it did. I guess it released in some theaters. That's what it says because it was distributed by Warner Brothers. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna put it on the screen here. If you see, it was written by James Gunn, directed by James Gunn. It does.
The budget was 185.
Yeah, 185, and it made 168. But keep in mind though. Look, exactly. Look at that release date, July 30th, 2021. Bro. Yeah, bro. In July of 2021, we were all either furloughed or working from home. Nobody was going to movie theaters. So I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
On that, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, though.
I mean, I didn't even know that it was in the theaters. I didn't even know that.
Know the guy who's with him, right? That was in Peter Safran. He's like so. Those they will be the dynamic duo for us getting this stuff.
Now, the one thing I am looking forward to with James Gunn running DC is I know my boy Michael Rooker is going to get some parts because that's his dude right there. And Michael Rooker is one of my favorite actors. Like he was good as Yondu. He was good as Merle in Walking Dead. You know, and he did it. He had another movie too where he was like a serial killer. And he was killing a bunch of people.
Like you look at Shazam, the second, it was just a bad movie for like the acting, plot, and story.
I don't think those. I you know what ruined Shazam to me was the cast. You see big ass adults playing kids. It just didn't feel right. You know, like this. Yeah, I'm like, yo, he's talking about their teenagers, bro. They got mustaches and beards and they're punching the clock. Yeah. I'm like, well, wait a minute now.
Hold up. I'm sorry I was on time, everybody. This fuck nigga Rick decided to start show early.
No. Hold on. We said 5:30.
Nigga that said no. Hold up, Rick. You was the same. You said that at 4:00 today, Rick.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I gave you an hour and a half.
Ain't see nobody say okay.
Well, Levon said 5:00.
Rick, you was the same fuck nigga that said you liked the first Shazam, and now
you're
watching the second Shazam.
Whoa!
It's the same little kid. So what are you? No,
it's not. They got fucking 10 years older. It doesn't look right.
I don't know if you could count, but ain't nobody get 10 years older, Rick.
Well, listen,
I'm just saying.
What a 4-year difference between both.
But you got to remember, this is why you got to do those kid movies back to back, like the Home Alones. You can't wait because once a kid gets older, a la Michael Jackson, when he loses his voice to sing very well, Kevin McAllister, he's not cute anymore. You know, he's a teenager now. He's going through puberty. His voice is deeper. It's not the same. Like even you know who else was like that too? Corey. What's the name? What's his name? Corey, whatever. The guy, he played in the Goonies. He played the child actor. He played in Gremlins. He played in all those child movies as a child actor, but they were shot back to back to back. He didn't wait 3 years to go. Corey Feldman. He didn't wait 3-4 years before he went and got another movie. You know, anything like that. So he kept doing. Shout out to Mac City Mac. What's good, Mac? Man, we were getting worried about you. Mac, Mac didn't come through yesterday. We had to send the APB out for you. It was like, oh, where's Mac at? Where's Mac at? But Mac, you get your theme song played. You know what it is, brother. We like that. Mac.
Yeah, but I'm who else? I didn't like Shazam too. I didn't like the plot and the acting in the second one.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, I like the first.
I'm not gonna bring up the kids. They playing. I just put the acting. and the plot wasn't good. It wasn't as good as stuff was in the first.
And Briarios is spitting facts. He said Blue Beetle is better than Flash. My kids said
Yeah,
that too. My
yeah,
kids, and I didn't even see
I,
it. My kids bumping.
I
Go
agree
ahead.
with Parker. I
yeah,
agree with
okay.
Parker and Rick. I didn't like part one, but I didn't like part two, but I didn't like part one either. Like
I
I
thought
like
part one was
Black
much better
Adam.
too.
I like Black Adam better than any of the Shazams. If you
Yeah, Black Adam was
Ooh.
I believe better than
Oh
Ouch.
yeah.
I keep it
Shazam.
100.
Definitely
I
better
love
than
Black Adam.
Shazam.
I gotta watch that. I've
Ouch.
only seen one.
Wow. I can't believe y'all. Bro, you got, and now listen, it's cool. Look, again, this ain't that kind of show. We not going to bang
No.
on somebody for what they like, but you guys got to remember this. Black Adam was the movie that killed the DC universe. That was the movie that it is that was the movie that killed it.
The movie I liked.
Bro, yeah,
Nah,
the
nah,
movie
Rick,
they liked
no,
was
Rick,
was
Justice
the
League. No, that's not true.
no, it wasn't it.
Justice League killed it, and I'm talking about the Justice League with James. What's his name? What's the
The guy
dude
that did Avengers movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember his name, but that's what
The-
killed the DC universe.
no, I
Notice
don't.
how
Here, but think about this. Before you even say that, remember this: that Shazam movie got Calville fired, got Rock fired. They just all of those that so many dominoes dropped because that movie underperformed. That was, I think, Shazam was a bigger bust than Flash was because the Rock. Let's be honest here, the Rock just didn't fit as
Black Adam.
Back Adam. My bad. You make a mistake. Yeah, you're right. My bad. My bad. Black Adam. And Black Adam is the curse of that killed the DC, bro. That killed the DCEU. It killed, but think about that. But hold on, Parker. Before you say that, that Black Adam failing made it be that nothing in the Snyderverse would ever be canon again, and that whole shit just got rebooted because of that.
I'm gonna say this about the Black Adam, right? The Rock play he resembles how Black Adam would be. So not a goody two like hero, but like an anti. He has his
But
own
there's somebody
side.
missing. Parker, you read more comics than anybody in here. Well, what's missing from this Black Adam movie?
That's sort of like an origin. They did like an origin.
Captain
story.
Marvel. That's what's missing.
No,
And
but hold on. Listen, let me finish though. No, Captain Marvel wasn't missing from that movie because it was a Black Adam origin story. He's much older than that Captain Marvel. You gotta remember, Captain Marvel really Billy Batson as a kid. He's way older than it. So no, he didn't fit in the origin story though because the focus is on Black Adam. See what I'm saying?
but let me ask you
I'm
this.
gonna go after you, Parker, because I want to answer Ricky real quick.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But you do know that he was written in that Black Adam movie, but The Rock demanded that it be about him.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with that. We do like an origin story, focus being on Black Adam. Now the sequel, if there would have been a sequel, then you could have him go up against Shazam, or he appear in Shazam movie. So now you get his style of Black Adam, how he is. So I had a problem with that though. So I'm saying, so you get an understanding why a character, who he is, and how he thinks, like experience stuff like that. So, but go ahead. Who else?
Oh yeah, I was saying because Rick said who was missing from Black Adam, right? Origin story and all that. But a few shows ago, we was talking about Venom, and he said he didn't have a problem with Spider-Man not being in Venom. And I made a big stink telling everybody that I didn't like Venom because you can't have Venom without Spider-Man. And now Rick is talking the same way that I was talking about Black Adam.
Because
What's going on, Rick?
Black
What we
Adam's
doing here, Rick?
because
What we doing?
Black Adam can't tie Venom's shoes. It's a big difference. Like
What
he
does
needs.
that make? What are you talking? There you go, Captain again.
Hold on.
What does that have to do with anything?
Listen, the proof is in the receipts at the box office. You have a Venom
it's not about
movie.
receipts.
Well, hold on. You have a Venom movie without Spider-Man
talking about
that does
receipts.
$1 billion, and you have no, I'm not missing the point. Let me finish. Let me finish. And you have a movie with arguably the biggest box office fucking action actor that fell flat on its face.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right. I'm going with comics, right? Look at Venom. His first miniseries called Lethal Protector. That was between Spider-Man. If you know Eddie Brock, when like Spider-Man sort of like spurned the symbiote, it went on to Eddie Brock. So doing like a Venom origin story, whatever, Spider-Man had in some way or some form of fashion has to be included into that.
But
That's
Rick
what I'm
knows
saying.
that. Parker, you didn't have to explain that. Rick knows that.
I'm
Why do
just
you think he
saying.
brought up? Why do you think he brought up Shazam being in Black Adam or vice
We're not.
versa.
Huh.
It's because you need
Could have
one
helped it.
to have the other.
Yeah, I mean,
And
get
just
that
we
old
didn't
black
have
ass
that.
wizard in there. I mean,
No,
But
but what I'm saying for Black Adam, you necessarily you want to have him in that origin story because he's way older than Shazam.
hey,
That's what I'm saying.
I have a nugget for you guys. So before we dip into
Go ahead.
this DC stuff, here's a nugget about Black Adam. Black Adam had a budget of 190 to 260 million dollars. Right?
Mhm.
Oh,
It
Okay.
it generated 393.3 million at the box
that's
Yeah,
office.
too bad.
we know
That's
it's
great.
flop.
That
What,
I,
is that what you're trying
is
to say?
I mean, it wouldn't
hellacious.
be in a negative. I wouldn't say that. It wouldn't be in a
Rick,
negative,
you
though.
No, that
you know
isn't that
why
isn't a negative.
No,
Rick, you
it's
know why
not.
what you just said is irrelevant is because you said you had nothing. This had nothing to do with numbers. Your
I said it
original
was
point
numbers.
was no. Your original point was you cannot have Shazam without having Black Adam. That was your point. We didn't say nothing about numbers. So what you just said
Well,
is
actually,
completely moot right now.
I said Captain Marvel without
Oh,
Shazam,
okay,
Yeah,
see,
without
yeah,
let's just
but
say
Black
let's
Adam.
just fill them in. Fill them in.
no,
Well,
Plain
but
sight.
if you want to say it right. So
from a comic standpoint, you would need Shazam in an origin story of Black.
let me ask you
Adam,
this:
say.
do you think the movie would have done better if they had Shazam in it, or AKA
He's not.
Captain Marvel?
It don't matter. He's not that. I
Yes.
mean, no,
You
I
think
don't
so,
even.
Loki?
Oh,
What was the question? I'm
Maybe
sorry.
if
What was the question?
go ahead. Who else?
I said, do you
What
think
was the
the
Watch the
question?
original movie. So
do you think the film would have been better, Black Adam I'm speaking about, if they had Shazam in there?
The Black Adam movie. I think it would have been better if we had Black Adam and the Captain Marvel movie, the first one. Yeah,
I think that's a good
think it
point.
would have.
That's a good point.
I think it would have been better because obviously that
That's a
came
good
out
point.
first,
Didn't think
and
about that.
we
They
you know what I mean.
could have
We
laid the
needed to see
groundwork,
something
and DC always had
exactly.
an issue with laying the groundwork. Like if you knew
Exactly.
that a Batman versus Superman movie was in development, right? You could have
Mhm.
had that Bruce Wayne Ben Affleck scene in the original Man of Steel.
Absolutely.
You could have
Absolutely.
had that in there. That would have made it. That would have been an anticipation, kind of like the anticipation that we got when we saw Samuel L. Jackson come at the end of the first Iron Man, or when we saw him come in at the end of the Hulk when Robert Downey Jr. came in there. It would have had that kind of impact.
You know what I mean? It's just what you call a better movie. If they had a fight scene between him and Superman, Henry Cavill Superman. Now that would you see what I'm saying? Oh, okay. And then
Yeah,
you can sell that.
well, you could, but I think the audience is kind of. I don't know. All right, so Ty is saying turn the Discord up. I don't know how to
Okay.
turn the Discord up. So hold on a second. Let's see. I'll go to audio. I think it's turned all the way up, Ty. Everything's turned up. Soundboard volume's up as high as it can go.
is it our user volume? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. I think the user I turned everybody up because they said I was too loud. Loki's turned all the way up. Levon's turned all the way up. Parker's turned all the way up. Deuce is not, so I'm gonna turn him up now. So now he's up. All right, so carry on.
All right, so I guess covered enough.
Hold on, I gotta go put these clothes in the dryer. Hold on a second.
Levon, steer the ship while he putting the clothes in the dryer.
Facts, steer the ship, Levon.
All right.
We talking about the DC. You go with the DC. Keeps having a disappointing box office. Read that article and then elaborate. I'll be back.
Yeah. I know. So with Blue Beetle making about no, not Blue Beetle. I'm sorry. The Flash, making like 268 million worldwide, and Shazam: Fury of Gods, which is 133 million globally, and Black Adam performing 393 million. What do you think would be the best way for James Gunn to save the DCU?
Okay, who wanna go first with that one?
Who wants to go first?
You got it, Parker.
Listen here, it's simple. All James Gunn has to do is beat James Gunn. It's simple. He has a proven formula that's working. Look at what's that Peacemaker, right? Whatever, right? That was good. in my opinion, right? Even though it wasn't a movie, it was a TV show. That was good. He had success with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so he's gonna bring that where everything's like connected. He knows what he's doing as far as doing superhero movies and all that stuff, right? So a lot of other guys, probably didn't have the like passion of doing it. They wasn't you just some watered down type of superhero stuff. And fans see that though, right? They see that stuff, no passion behind it. Converse with the guys who actually wrote the stuff in the comic books and stuff like that. Get in tune with the characters in the comic books and stuff like that. I think James Gunn's going to bring that. Cause you look at the comic books he's been recommending: All Star Superman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. You had the Authority and stuff like that. Wonder Woman, Paradise Lost. You see what I'm saying? Like some Batman books. So he's in tune into like comics. So I believe he's going to like take some stuff and put his own little imprint on it, and we're gonna have some good movie. He's getting the right cast in for like the Superman Legacy. You got Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, right? They already got the cast for they got the Lois Lane and Superman, younger actors and stuff like that, which they did like other movies. So he's gearing up to put DC in the right place and stuff like that. So I believe DC doesn't have nothing to worry about because it can't get no worse than it is right now. So I think it's the only way is go up anyway. That's just my opinion though. But y'all could go. What's up?
Well, I look at it as he technically only has one movie under his new regime, which is Blue Beetle, and that movie was made even before he signed on as the Kevin Feige of DC. So I do have trust in him because I love Peacemaker. I loved his version of Suicide Squad and all three Guardians of the Galaxy movies, plus Brightburn. He's shown me that he can do well with movies. As far as the Kevin Feige, maybe he might have to dial back the budget on a lot of these films because higher budget doesn't mean big box office. You know what I mean?
I don't think but I don't. To be fair, Deuce, he can dial back the budget because these guys have to get raises for the actors who already been playing them. So the budget is going to get increased unless he goes and reboots it and recasts these guys because that's most of the budget. Most of the budget is the actors and actresses. They
like all right. Let me give you an example of what I was saying, Rick. Like Deadpool 2. Of course, we know Deadpool 1 had 58 million budget, right? And we're not talking about marketing. We're just talking about the budget to shoot the movie. The Deadpool 2 movie
that was included though.
Hold on.
Market included.
But hold on. The Deadpool 2 movie had 110 million. And I'll be honest with you, I think it was Infinity War or Endgame that came out, and I actually like Deadpool 2 better than I did that Avengers movie that came out in the same month. So to 110, you had cable, time travel, and all of that. If you keep it, like, and I consider that low budget. Let's be honest, 110 million for a big blockbuster movie. I feel like they knocked it out the park with that, and I feel like
that's cheap nowadays.
That was before the pandemic, though.
Yes, it was. But I feel like $200-300 million it doesn't equate to success, especially for them. So. No, that's my.
I mean, and I think that's a good take because we talked about how Joker had a low budget. Briardios brought up Deadpool, that low, but movies that have low. What is that? You buy low, sell high. Joker. So you get a lot of movies like that. Well, not a lot, but you get movies like that. But those movies that overperform. That's when these movie studios get a little greedy and they start making too many damn sequels.
Of course.
Oh, I was to say this though. I feel, but Superman movie, maybe the budget, maybe the highest I would go. If I had to go for
it's gonna
Superman
be special
movie.
effects. Though.
It's got exact. There you go, Loki, my man. That's what I was gonna say, bro. Superman gonna cost you $300 million. You got to market it.
Certain stuff is gonna cost you.
Hell yeah.
You know why you're wrong, Rick? Because the show you watching right now. You could do something like Superman and Lois, and you could focus it around regular day.
But the actors, you got to get. Remember, an actor getting paid for a series gets paid a lot different than a motion picture.
No. Well, what I'm just trying to show you is they have a minimum budget on that show. So what they do is they focus everything around the story, and then Superman is like an afterthought, like.
That's true.
Like the dessert, you know what I mean?
Yes. So, that's 100%.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
special effects throughout the whole. No,
But you would need that in a big budget. Well, I'd say big. You would need that in a motion. Exactly. Yeah, bro. Yeah, good shit, Loki.
You would need a bigger
Absolutely, because you can't sell. You got to sell. I got to go to the theater and see this, and it's not going to be on $150 million budget. It's going to have to be $3 million plus because they got to market the shit out of the thing and the CGI thing. Yeah, think about this, bro. He gonna have Happy Meals and all the rest of that stuff. Like they gotta pay for that.
I get marketing. What I'm saying is, if I got a story to tell and the story is compelling, people are gonna come watch it regardless.
I mean, yeah. It gotta be a hell of a story if you're not gonna have it.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. I think the Superman movie. I'm figuring a budget, say 200 million, right? And whatever any other extra marketing stuff. No, I'm just saying, just for the Superman movie itself, I would say 200 million, right? For that. But like I said, I think for Superman, that's, I mean, whatever, like, their job is make a kick-ass Superman movie, because that's going to start the whole thing off anyway. So I'm saying at least 200 million for the Superman movie.
Shit, that might cost you that in marketing. Shit. It's got to be, but think about this. But he's got to come big because he's rebooting the whole DCU. Like he got to come big or you go home.
Pay attention, Rick. That's what he's doing. Why do you think he's including a bunch of Justice League people?
Oh, he's doing that.
Including a bunch of Justice League movie because instead of having Green Lantern movie or Wonder Woman, he's trying to throw
absolutely
that one Happy Meal. You know what I mean? Like everybody's in there. So if you want to know what they're about, come check this out. If it does successful, then hey, we could go from there.
Desperate times calls for desperate things.
We do know the guy guarding Green Lantern is going to be in Atlantis TV show. So for him being in a Superman movie, it's going to segue.
Exactly. You know what? Parker's on to something. They need to do. It's funny because they try to so much to separate themselves, or in the beginning they try to copy what Marvel was doing, and now they kind of need to get back. They got it. What is the one thing that Warner Brothers does well? Shows, animation.
Shows, yeah.
Yes. Make that all be in the shared universe. That's how you make this shit good. You gotta do that.
That's what he said. He said everything's gonna be interconnected.
Yes.
TV shows, animations, video games. He said all that's gonna be interconnected.
As it should be.
Yeah. So. On that, I think Loki, you got something to add on this? Loki?
Nah, I kind of agree with what you said. What you said earlier. I didn't really have much.
All right, Levon.
All right, so I'm gonna steer the ship to. All right, let's talk about that new Zack Snyder movie, Rebel Moon.
The trailer. The trailer can pull that trailer up because I didn't see the trailer though.
Let me see. I'll put it up. Hopefully, I won't get banned. Like the last trailer I pulled up, they tried to stop me. Yeah, they did. It was that Craven trailer, man.
Just play it on mute.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it called? Rebel? What is it? Rebel what?
Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon.
It's gonna be on what? Is it gonna be on Netflix or straight in the movies?
Yeah, it's gonna be on.
I think Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Snyder got a little deal over there with Netflix. You know.
Did you?
Yeah.
Didn't you watch Gamescom, Parker?
I didn't really watch a whole lot of Gamescom.
Okay.
I don't know about the like the Tekken that's coming out next year and stuff. They got that like $300 collector's edition package with that Tekken. Okay, I see this. All right, next.
It reminded me of like Dune and
Oh, that's the dude. He's using I know that dude. He played in Gran Turismo.
What are you talking about? That's Shazam, Rick. We were just talking about it.
Whoa! Who? Remember when he asked him with Star Lord? He's like, who? Is that Anthony Hopkins? Is that his voice?
It does sound like it does sound like.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
I found her.
He was in Florida. Oh, he was like, it could be decent.
Two parts.
Okay.
Oh man, I thought that was two men kissing there. I got a little nervous.
Oh my god.
You haven't seen that girl before?
Yeah, it looks like decent though. I'm not listening to the sound, but just looking at it.
I put the sound on. I mean, I'll get a message.
No, don't worry about it though. But
I put the sound on, so you know if they put a message on there, I'll just stop it. But it's only. I mean,
I don't like the sound on
man, bro,
anything.
Sony's a beast. They ain't gonna let me. You know, as much PlayStation hating I be doing, bro, they ain't let me play nothing.
Who's the movie studio? But like who? I know it's on Netflix.
I think
Like,
it's Zack Snyder.
Oh, Zack Snyder. Who's this movie studio? Directed from.
He directed it. I mean, I don't know whatever his studio is.
That's a black ass bird combination with a tail or whatever. What kind of raptor?
I always admit.
His
Zack
shit looks
Snyder
good.
got some of the best visuals.
Yes.
Zack Snyder always has the best visuals.
Yes,
But his
sir.
story's
A lot
probably
going
trash.
on too.
Yeah, his shit does look good.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other and show them no mercy.
Who?
Air in this one.
Reminds me of Dune a little bit.
Yeah, but
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
Yeah, it sounds like Anthony Hopkins. It definitely sounds like
there's
Anthony
different
Hopkins.
settings in this stuff.
Yeah, it is. Like you say, you don't know, like
This nigga stole Star Wars freaking what's the name artist? Red with it.
Yeah.
He stole their concept. He took their concept art.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
it's gonna have a limited theatrical release. Yeah, it's gonna have a limited.
Directed by
run.
story.
That was cool.
Yeah.
This film is not rated yet, only on Netflix.
Yeah, it's only on Netflix.
All right, well, shout out to Zach there. You know,
Reptile.
Mhm.
Justin Timberlake.
shout out to him. He's
Oh man, he screenplay. Oh man, he wrote part of that shit.
Who?
Man, I don't trust Zack Snyder. I do not trust that man, yo. I do not trust Zack. I explained it to the fellas before. I do not trust Zack Snyder. Pen game. His visuals, man, fantastic. Pen game, no, thank you. Did y'all know that Jimmy? Did y'all know that Jimmy Olsen was killed in the first Man of Steel movie? Did anybody know that?
Yeah, I did.
And this is what I'm saying. When I ask most people, they're like, Jimmy was in the movie, and I'm like, exactly.
Yeah, he lasted in
Zack
for like
Snyder,
2 seconds in that shootout, like where they met at the at that location where they was like with those soldiers and shit there, and he got popped.
Yeah, I mean the visuals will probably keep me, but I don't know about the story, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
The housing prices are
Yeah, it looks.
What did y'all think about it?
1995.
I mean, like it looked okay. I would listen to the
Looks-
audio,
looks
so
kinda-
look like it could be interesting though. To be honest.
Funny.
Run.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Rick, your thoughts?
I mean, like Levon brought up a good point. It does look like a little bit like Dune. That's
I
what.
mean, it took some stuff,
And it had that little Millennium Falcon freaking ramp when you walk up in the ship there. I saw that. Yeah. I mean, look, this guy, he's going to get caught. He's going to get busted for plagiarism here. You know, he's stealing concept art from Lucasfilm.
like the lightsabers and stuff like that.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. So he's in a Star Wars bag. So I don't know. Yeah, that does look a little. I mean, look, I like sci-fi type stuff. If it's a good story, which Deuce doesn't trust him, then we're talking about something totally different. But I don't know, bro.
Man, he already got the bag from Netflix, so he good. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff's already done. So he just will be in 2 parts, though.
Now Now I don't know. Now none of us on here. I didn't watch. I didn't watch Ahsoka. So
I haven't watched that.
I didn't watch. I was busy this weekend. I know you guys are gonna be like, "Well, damn, Rick, you was playing COD." Yeah, well, that's a little different. I got a gaming show I have to do too, so I gotta,
Yeah, I'm always speaking on the Star Wars. I was saying this earlier, but This my opinion on Star Wars is this: Disney is milking the
You
cow.
ain't even watching stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying though. No, I ain't watching, but they've been milking the cow called Star Wars IP franchise forever. The cow can't breathe. They keep sticking needles in it. Hey, this Star Wars, that Star Wars, Mandalorian, this, that. I like.
You know,
that's
it's
what they're doing.
an entertainment company, right?
No, but
they make money off it. Why they gonna stop?
No, I'm just regardless of that though. They still milking it.
Purity? Yeah, I agree.
They milking that sucker to death.
They milking it because there's milk coming out of it.
Yeah,
it's just like Rockstar. Look what they doing. Like we can't get another Grand Theft Auto. We can't get a remastered Red Dead Redemption. Like God, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know I agree with low key.
No, but if you don't understand, like it's like everything Star Wars. You look at all these like type of Star Wars.
Thriller Ali is here.
Who?
Thriller Ali. Listen, we got certain guests here that show us a lot of time and respect. We have Briardios, who's always here first. We got Max City. We got Thriller Ali. Now, hey Levon, need you to do me a favor. Dig up some dirt on this Jack and Daxter film that
oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know they were coming out with a film. Has any of you guys played the game? And Levon, I know you had to play the game. It's a platformer.
Back in the day, yeah, not recently.
Naughty Dog.
I haven't played it recently, but
highly acclaimed platform by Naughty Dog. You know.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You brought it up.
Oh my God.
Hey.
What is Naughty Dog made lately, Parker? Can I see it?
This is a rumor, by the way. So take this with a grain of salt.
It's a rumor. You got the article.
From, Game Rant. It's from Game Rant.
Can you throw it in the what's the name for me, please? Yes, thank you. We'll do a little read along here. Thank you, Thriller Ali, for that subject because we didn't do our homework. We were supposed to watch the new Star Wars show. I didn't watch it. Deuce didn't watch it because he being real quiet. Because we was watching the Marvel shit.
But remember, I told you, Rick. I told you I don't do Star Wars. I leave that to you and Parker.
Yeah, but I get it. But it's homework. We all got to be able to talk about it.
I forgot we have.
Rick, I'm sorry. I don't get into the lore or anything.
I forgot to. But
all right, go ahead, bro.
Casting is interesting. So it's gonna be Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are being considered.
Oh, Spider-Man and Star-Lord?
Yeah, you on the screen yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yes.
Okay.
For the roles of Jack and Daxter. Yeah.
I think that could be decent.
I'm not surprised.
Hey, you know who Chris Pratt is? He has a $1 billion film of doing the voice of Mario. Yeah. Hey, which reminds me, if that guy that jabroni we talked about last Sunday about being a Mario actor for the video game, damn, they didn't give this dude a chance to act him out in the movie. I mean, goddamn, they threw that dude away. And Chris Pratt's not Italian either. Wow. Well, there you go, bro. They just wanted his ass up out of there. It's like, listen, man, we got to give Mario a new image. So, got this Jack and Daxter movie. I've never played these games. Let me be honest with you. No, I never played them.
I mean, it was fun,
bro. Yeah. I'm from the Sonic the Hedgehog, Alex Kidd, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Q*bert era.
Like the 20s, I'd be for.
Yeah, bro. I'm old enough to be your father. All right. Yeah, so yeah, at this time when Daxter and whoever the fuck is Dexter, whatever the hell his name is, by the time they were coming out, I think I was working full time. So I didn't, only games that I was playing in my 20s, like religiously, was like the EA Sports games, and stuff like that, but
PS2 or Xbox?
That's a good question. My PS2 broke. The first one I had because I was using it as a DVD player, and it came up with a disc read error message, and I took it upon myself to try to take it apart and fix it. But
oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I used to always take shit apart when I was a kid, and because I wanted to know how it worked. But it is what it is. So I be interested. I think the voice acting is interesting that they picked those dudes. I mean, Tom Holland obviously gonna have to hide that English accent of his. which is like creepy as hell. Listen to that dude talking.
I'm wondering, are they gonna bring a new game?
Well, I don't know.
I do wonder about that.
I think Naughty Dog would just drop a remaster or a remake, kind of like they always do. Just a remaster.
I agree with that.
Something like that at least.
It'll be like a filler, and then.
It's rumored to be dropping that Horizon Zero Dawn remake or whatever.
Yeah, well, hey, I don't have a problem with that.
Asked for.
Hey, whoa, brothers.
Rick, no one asked for that, Rick. Knock it off. No one asked.
You know what? We didn't ask for a nuclear war either. We might have one, okay?
No, Rick, that ain't got nothing to do with video games. Rick.
Calm down.
I think you guys. Yo, I think you guys are dissing Aloy. You guys are dissing.
Wait, hold up. Ain't nobody dissing Aloy, Rick. They already upped the frames on the PS4 version of
I don't think
Zero Dawn.
I want to experience Zero Dawn with my damn DualSense.
The visuals still hold up. I don't think.
Oh well,
that's what I'm trying to tell Rick. There's no reason. Nobody asked for that.
Port to PC though. So.
Well, maybe I want the brother to get some royalties. The brother.
Which brother are you talking about?
The brother that died. That played.
Silas?
Silas. Yeah, because he's all set. He won't be in it anymore. Yeah.
Maybe they got him for the third game. They got his way for the third game.
Oh man, Thriller Ali said, "How is Tom Holland still getting jobs after getting his cheeks clapped from behind us?" Whoa, Jesus Christ! What in the blue hell?
That's acting. What's wrong with this person?
Well, there's certain
I didn't hear about that, but man,
you're right,
tragic.
Loki. To a point, it is acting, but some actors just refuse to do certain things. Like Samuel L. Jackson said, "You ain't gonna get me to dress up in drag." Tyler Perry loves it. They got Wesley Snipes doing it.
Jamie Foxx.
Yep. Yeah, those dudes had him doing that. But Samuel Jackson and Idris Elba, he said, "You never get me to do that, Ricky. Never." So he's not putting on a dress or nothing, none of that stuff. So, Levon, what's our last topic?
So Marvel League spoils return of a major MCU.
Yeah. You know who? What? I didn't read it because I wanted to be surprised. Who is the guy that's coming back?
So you ever watch this show? What If? It's like their MCU.
Yeah, I did. Oh God, it was like watching paint dry. I just could not handle.
You bugging? You never read any of those.
No. Well, we were talking about the show, and I didn't. You know what? I was going through some shit at the time I was watching it too, so maybe that probably had an effect on it. I just wasn't. I wasn't in the right mood when I was watching it. Just like I wasn't in the right mood when I was watching The Boys season 3. That's why I'm watching it all over again, because I wasn't in a good. I wasn't in a good place. I wasn't in a good place there. So a lot of times, if you're not in a good place, your experience with watching something, especially new, it can affect your judgment on how you feel about it. So I'm gonna probably give it another shot.
Yeah, please do.
Just like I had to give Ms. Marvel another shot because I was down on it, and I said, well, you know what, let me watch it again. I'm still down on it. It didn't really change anything. But I'm like, damn, I fuck around and watch this thing again. So I was like, oh man, yeah. So I was like, okay, Kamala, sorry, babe, not feeling you. So that whole thing there. I'll give the whole Marvel What Ifs. You know what, too? I think a lot of that, some of it was, then they had Chadwick in there, and I'm like, well, damn, you have him in this, but then you don't want to CGI him into the new Black Panther. I was going through a whole lot of freaking twists and turns with that, and I'll give it another shot.
With Chadwick, he did record both of his episodes before he passed, obviously.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There was no need to CGI anything. He already recorded his lines. Now I'm not sure what they're gonna do about part 2 or any of that. But
whoa! Breaking news here. Thriller Ali's dropping a bombshell here. Thriller Ali says, "Did you hear the rumor that Wesley Snipes may make a cameo appearance as Blade in Deadpool 3? That shit would be fuck. I'd go see a movie 3 times just for that."
Let's be honest. Is anybody surprised at this point?
No, because Buddy quit, so I'm not surprised.
No. What I'm saying is they already got Fantastic Four coming back. They got who else they got? They got Jennifer Garner as Elektra. Is that her name?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's old chick.
They got a couple other people coming back for that movie. So honestly, I'm not surprised, and I welcome it. I love it.
But is that a segue to Mr. Snipes getting his job back as the Daywalker?
I think this is a good. I think this is a send off for all them legacy characters.
You need me, Frost. You need me. Remember that fat vampire? He started putting the UV light behind. You need me, Frost.
To everybody. Unless they bring them back for Secret Wars, I think this is going to be everybody's send off. All the legacy characters.
Well, that's a good thing. Levon, you want to get into this returning character?
Sure. I guess it's like Sam Wilson. Yeah, Sam Wilson. Fans have come to know Wilson as the new Captain America in What If. However, he'll be making a return with a brand new Hydra Stomper suit.
Yeah, like the toy. Yeah, I pre-ordered this actually. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. So I got a whole lot.
Let's get on to the most interesting topic of this show.
Well, we'll hold off on that one. We don't have our key audience participations on that there. We're missing a couple. So we'll probably
for next week.
Yeah, we'll have a hybrid of the save point with that discussion. Sorry that I didn't get to. There's certain people that were going to be involved in that. 4 of them that said that they can't do it today. They would they wanted to do it next time. So
they did.
Yeah, a couple of them. One of them we played Call of Duty with. Yeah, you keep in mind too. We don't have Batman. Teddy said he couldn't come, and I know that's Parker's favorite guy. My cousin Rob was supposed to be here. He's not here.
Maybe it was the time. Gee, I'm sorry.
That's all right. There's nothing to be sorry about. Hey, look, we are about to be done with the show. It's 6:30. I get to kick back, relax. The Atlanta Braves are about to be on in a half hour, and get ready for the work week, man. I mean, hey, I kind of but you won't be, but Loki and hey, Deuce. So you gonna be on the NFL show on Sunday morning?
I'm more of a basketball guy, but I'll chime in every once in a while. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Onyx who came through. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, because
fight me, Rick.
Oh man, I believe the Save Point should be a hybrid show, which is always supposed to be a hybrid show anyway. We're gonna, Save Point can be a hybrid show this week coming up this Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do both. We'll do movies and shit because it's still to be determined at box office, and we didn't watch the Star Wars show. So I can.
That was a homework assignment. I honestly.
Hey, listen, you ain't the only one. You know what I remembered when I got up for church this morning? I said, "Oops," and I said, "Well, I can't watch it in church. The internet's bad."
I ain't gonna lie. I know nothing about Star Wars except Luke, I am your father. That's the only thing that I hear.
And that's fine.
Shit about Star Wars,
and Levon
trying to watch it now.
Yeah, but Levon knew nothing about comics, and he's learning. So it's. It's cool, but Loki's going to be on the Sunday show, the NFL show. Parker is going to be there. Ty is going to be there. Obviously, I'm going to be there. So I'm just trying to get a panel together for the NFL show. Everybody has their favorite team, and those are the games that we cover last. Are the favorite. Whoever has their favorite teams, those are the games that we cover last. We go over the injuries, and for your gambling pleasures, we might even go over the lines and see what's going on. Onyx, our Sunday show is going to be at 9:00. Our football show, 9 a.m. Because we gotta, we don't want ESPN to steal our thunder. Yeah, right. We're not even close to that, but we want to. So I gotta have my church announcements. It was fun. That show got me into doing shows. Because that was the first show that Parker was like, yeah, let's do that. And then we started doing that show. And then Ty was listening one day and he said, hey, let me come in. He Eagle fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. So, it was a clash right there. So we will all have our picks. And we all made our picks and we kept track what you did last week. And this week, what we're going to do here is this year, we're going to keep track. I'm going to build an Excel spreadsheet. We're going to keep track of all the games, who picked the right way. If anybody from the chat wants to get involved, hit me up in Discord. Matter of fact, let me drop the link to the channel.
Oh, you see what Onyx said though, right?
He said, "What time? Yeah, Onyx, come on through. Listen."
No, the one up above that way.
Oh, about that Naughty Dog? Oh yeah, well he's just
Naughty Dog's still better than Rockstar. Fight me, Ricky. That's what he said.
Man, I don't fight nobody, man. I own property. They're gonna sue
Why
me.
didn't you say this yesterday?
All right. So everybody, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you want to be on the panel for football, just hit me up in Discord or you type it in the chat. Or if you want to be part of the spread, what we're gonna do in the spreadsheet is I'm sponsoring it. We're gonna total up all of the picks, and whoever gets the most picks at the end of the regular season, we'll do it'll be a $500 prize or item or whatever somebody wants. If it's a little bit old, like if it's a PS5 Pro, it'll be something like that. It's up to you. You get to choose what you want. It'll be like either you want a PS5 Pro, ROG Ally, or maybe you want a jersey or something. But whoever wins, you make your picks. You get to pick whatever you want, obviously within reason. I think $500 being a cap, that should be able to get you something here. This ain't no damn charity work. So, that's hey, what's up, Dark Lord Fusion? Everybody, let me know if you want to get in on the football pool for the year. It's for the year now. You got to put your picks in every week. So you have to be able to get in contact with me, if not through Discord, email, something. Send me, DM me your picks. I'll put your picks up. I'll get a spreadsheet. And at the end of the season, we're going to tally them up, and the winner gets a big prize, $500 value. So, I don't know. I might give away gift cards. I might send Cash App, whatever. That's just something to keep us all interested in, keep us all picking. Even if something happens and we don't have a show, still send your picks in. We'll all make our picks. And, that's what it's going to be. I think that'd be interested. I do that at work all the time. We do the same thing. We do week by week, but then we have a year-end pot, and the winner, whoever picked the most picks, is year-end pot. And it's not with the line either. It's just straight up pick'ems, because it gets tricky because there's too many different lines. The gambling lines, it'd be like 3 of them, and I'm not gonna say, oh well, this was the line that we used, or no, this was the line. No, hell no. It's a straight up pick'em pool. That's what it's gonna be. We're not doing that whole spread and all that other BS. So. Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. He came in. Shout out to Onyx. Shout out to Thriller Ali. Shout out to Briardio. Shout out to Max City. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to everybody that came through. And I believe that's a wrap. Anybody? I think that's a wrap. We're going to have to watch that Star Wars show so we can talk about it on Wednesday. So kids go to school next week. So we want to get them in the habit of going to bed on time and all that stuff. So I'm going to make sure my schedule is going to be right too. So what we might do though, we might change the arcade time from 1:30 to possibly 5 o'clock on Saturday. I think that 5 p.m. I think that time fits better because with the kids, with the winter time coming up, the fall. I'm very busy during the earlier parts of Saturday. So I might have to move it, not every week, but I'm thinking let's just get it to I think we should just I don't want to say it's always going to be 5 o'clock, but I also don't want to keep people waiting saying, well, what time we're doing arcade. Is it going to be 1:30, whatever. I'll give you a week notice on a 2-week notice of what the time is going to be, and everything else stay the same. Save points stay the same. I like 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock works. Everybody was here basically at 5:30 anyway, so I think 5 o'clock works for this show because actually it might not later on. We got football season coming up, so it's to be determined with the Watchtower. Because if the 4 o'clock football games are going on, I don't know. We'll figure it out, folks. Thanks for coming through. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button. We got to go. Thank you for coming through.